Dear students, greetings of the day. Welcome you all to the course Apparel Production Planning and Control. So in the previous classes, we have discussed about what is exactly the definitions part of Apparel Production Planning Control, what are the different functions of PPC department, and what is the individual function role in the apparel industry. Along with that, we have already seen in the last classes what is the production, what is production systems, and what is exactly the productivity and what the comparison in between the production and productivity, and what are the measures in the productivity we have seen in the previous sessions. And also we have seen the functions of production department is. So today we are going to study about, and this is our prime and very important thing to know about, what is exactly the duties and responsibilities of the production manager or a supervisor. So as I already told in the previous sessions, so after completion of the BTech course, you people are becoming an supervisor and an assistant managers or a production managers in the apparel industry. So we should know about the duties and responsibilities of a supervisor or a production manager is. So today's session we will discuss what are the duties and responsibilities of a supervisor and a manager. Okay, so the major introduction part of this topic is, the most of the supervisors in the cloth factory or in the sewing room, often they will have received less formal training than those in the other departments such as in the cutting room. So generally, like after completion of the graduation programs, so the students are going to be joined in the apparel industry, but what is happening is there is no such a training programs, or there is no a standard procedure. If there is no standard procedure of the supervisor's role and responsibilities and duties, then this is going to be affected on the production process or in the industry. So this leads to the reduction of production efficiency, as well as it leads to the productivity, and it is going to affect on the productivity of the industry. So it is very important to know about the duties and responsibilities of a supervisor before going to the production department, or before going to handle the production department. The person who is going to work in the production department should know and should aware what are the major roles or duties and responsibilities of a supervisor is. Then it is going to be easier if you know the all the duties and responsibilities before going to the production line, before handling the production line. It is becoming very easy to control the quality, control the efficiency, and control many aspects in the apparel industry. Okay, so now we will see here what are the supervisor's job is. Okay, so the first step is to see how the supervisors spend their working days, and then to see if their priorities are right. Okay, so the first step is to see how the supervisors are spending their time or their working days, and then to see their priorities are right or wrong. Okay, and the second one is, the balancing would normally be considered to be a main area in which supervisors can influence the productivity. So the balancing of the production is very, very important, particularly in the sewing department, because I told in the previous sessions there are like a different qualities, and there are like a specific operational sequence or operational bulletin is there So there are n number of operations in the sieving line. So in one sieving line there are n number of workers, nothing but depends upon the operational bulletin. We are going to allocate the workers in the sieving department. So we need to have a control on them. Okay, then only you can balance the line. So balance the line, nothing but balancing the production in the particular sieving line. So the more number of workers or more number of machines involved in the line is going to affect the productivity or production. So we need to control the line, so that the major role and the main prime most important duty is to balance the line is one of the major priority in the apparel industry. Okay, so this is main two things, and there are many roles and duties we will see. So the planning ahead is the keynote. So before going to start the production line, before going to give the jobs to the individual workers, the planning is very, very important. Who is going to do, how it is going to be done, and when it is going to be done. So the planning is very, very important. It influences the production efficiency as the productivity. And the schedule of the work forms the next most important category. Scheduling of work forms the next most important category. Scheduling of work. Okay, scheduling of work is very, very important. And the quality control by the operatives are also a major thing. So the quality control also has to be taken care by the supervisor. Okay, without quality there is no use to produce the garments. Okay, so that is why the quality control is very, very important in the apparel industry. And this is going to be done, so directly it is going to affect the quality. So the achieving the low quality cause, nothing but we need to produce good quality materials. The supervisor's role is to detect poor work quickly. So nothing but poor work quickly, nothing but the supervisor has to monitor all the number of operations in the sieving line, and he has to detect the poor work quickly, then take step to correct the cause. Okay, so nothing but wherever the weak place or the poor workplace is there, we need to identify quickly and we need to rectify quickly. Okay, then we can able to control the quality. For example, something is happened in the production line. Okay, nothing but one of the worker in the sieving line, like 40 workers are in the sieving line. Out of 40 workers, one worker is using different sieving thread. So different color sieving thread he is using. So he don't know which thread he has to use. So he is using different thread. So now if it is continued, if the supervisor has not seen, then what will happen? That person is going to sieve the same thread there he is going to use throughout the production process. So it going to lead all the garments are going to become defective. So we need to identify the whatever the poor quality or the different quality or the quality is not maintained. So we need to identify fast and we need to rectify the fault before the poor quality is becoming bigger thing. Okay, so that is the main prime most important of the supervisor. Quality also one of the most important thing. And you can see here the clerical aspects of a supervisor's work cannot neglected. So clerical works also be done there. So these also can be done by the supervisor. It is also important for management to recognize that the effectiveness of a supervisor will owe a great deal to relations with the employees and workers. Okay, so this is also very prime most important thing, the clerical work and the relation with the employees and workers, employees or worker, so that if the relation is good, then if they can able to work prolonged time with efficiency, good efficiency and good quality. Okay, so these are the point. We will see here supervisor's duties in the apparel industry. So the exact nature of supervisor's job will vary from factory to factory, but an example is provided to that, so that a manager can construct a list appropriate to his or her unit. So nothing but the industry to industry, the factory to factory, whether it is small scale industry or medium scale industry or a MNC company or big scale industry, the industry to industry, even within the big scale or the MNC companies, even them also, the supervisor's job will be going to different, but most of the things are going to be same, but few things are going to be added or few things cannot be done in the particular industry. Okay, so it is going to be helpful, like if you know that the nature of the exact nature of supervisor's job, if you know it, then we can plan accordingly. Okay, it becomes very easy. Okay, so it helps to let people know exactly what you expect of them. Okay, if you have a proper things or proper procedures, then the people can know that exactly what you expect of them. Okay, then a list of prepared by a manager, a list is prepared by a manager, and one prepared by a supervisor will often differ widely. Nothing but sometimes what will happen, the duties are going to be prepared by the manager is going to become different the duties which are prepared by the supervisor. Okay, sometimes it is like that. So the supervisor, between the supervisor and the manager, there are few things, common things, and these things are going to be take care in the production line. So supervisor duties are going to be very important in the production line. And if you see here, the good supervisors aim for, so the good supervisor, you will aim for the greatest output at the agreed quality for the least cost. So you need to observe here, aim for the greatest output and agreed quality and with the least cost. So the cost per manufacturing or cost per making, that is cost of making or making cost, should be least, that is less, and with agreed quality, the quality should not be deteriorated, and he is going to aim for the great output, nothing but productivity. So production efficiency very good, quality is good with less cost. So the good supervisor aim for the greatest output at the agreed quality for the least cost. So this is the one of the quotation which is going to be very important in the apparel industry. And we will see that what is exactly the breakdown of responsibilities are. So analysis of supervision. So the production, particularly in the production line, what are they, like how many, like what is the balancing and deliveries, how many workers per week is there, and what is the percentage of time we are spending. Okay, that is related to the production. And if you see that the quality, so the quality is also one of the important thing. And the operative skills, versatility, training, initial training, these are the two things. The operative skills are very important to make the production more or efficiency become more, and it leads to the productivity of the industry. And clerical, including balance checking, everything is there, and welfare and other activities also there, and specifically in the sieving also, sieving line department or sieving department, hours per week and what is the time. So this is the breakdown of the responsibility. Okay, so analysis of supervision going to be done. So particularly how the supervisor is spending their time in the many number of activities in the apparel industry. So these are small, like a few things which I have given in the tabular form. Okay, apart from that there are few things also okay, few activities also. So the supervisor has to spend the time for these activities. And the priorities, if you take the priorities, and the proportion of the supervisor time which is devoted to each activity will depends upon many things. Okay, so the activities depends upon many things, which the two most important are the company production policy and the personality of the supervisor concerned. So the personality of the supervisor concerned and the production policy of the company is also very important to control the whole the apparel industry. So the supervisor time is going to be spent in the different activities of like a company production policy. As per the company production policy we are going to work, and the personality of supervisor also one of the factor. So if the company is having good policy and the supervisor personality is not good or bad, then it is going to affect on the production efficiency. Okay, and the most cases, however, the bulk of supervisor's time should be spent in overcoming or avoiding problems directly related to the production, and particularly in balancing the output of her team or his team. So the most of the cases the supervisors are going to spend more time to overcoming or avoiding the problems which are directly going to come in the production department. Okay, and the manager should see that she or he is motivated to allocate her time according to the need of the job. So the manager should see that the supervisor is spending the time correctly on to the correct places or not. The manager has to see, and he has to give proper instructions to the supervisor. Okay, so the balancing of line, that is WIP. WIP nothing but work in process or work in progress. Okay, and individual operator efficiency. So the WIP is directly, sometimes it is directly proportional or directly affecting by the individual operator efficiency. For example, there are, like I told, in the sieving department or sieving line there are 40 or 50 number of workers who is continuously working. So one person to other person WIP is going to be different. So WIP has to be controlled. So the individual operator efficiency, if it is equal, nothing but 40 men is there, 40 women or 40 persons, the operators, 40 operators, they are working with same efficiency. For example, same efficiency, nothing but all are working 80% efficiency individually. So for example, nothing but IE people as going to measure the individual operator efficiency. So if the individual operator efficiency, if you identify, if it is equal 80 all 80, then your line efficiency is become 80. For example, if in between like 2-3 persons or 2-3 operators are not working properly, if their efficiency, if you calculate and if you identify that it is 40 or 50, then whole line efficiency is going to be affected. So the person work in process is very, very important to balance the line. Okay, and what is exactly the delivery is? So you can see here, delivery is nothing but throughput time is equal to total time that work is in progress, that is work in progress, in each section from cutting to dispatch. Okay, throughput time nothing but delivery. So throughput time is equal to total time that work in progress in each section from cutting to dispatch. Cutting to dispatch nothing but spreading, cutting, bundling, ticketing, sieving, finishing, then chemical processing, ironing, dispatching. So all there are different sections in the apparel industry. Altogether that WIP, that work in progress, has to be taken care, and along with that the delay time between each section. What is exactly the delay time? So what is the total time that work in progress is, and what is exactly the delay time? If you all together to combine, you can get the throughput time. Okay, so you can calculate, you have to calculate the total time which is in the work in progress from cutting to the dispatch, and along with that you need to calculate delay time, and you need to add both together so that you will get the throughput time. So that is the delivery. So from that you can prepare the, you can say that to the buyer or to the marketing people, so these days are required to complete the operation or to complete or hold the garment order. So accordingly the PPC people is going to take care in the further. And the second one is the production efficiency. So the balancing efficiency operatives, high output, production efficiency is becoming more. For example, if the second side, if you observe, production progress records, smooth flow is there, then you will get the more production efficiency. So nothing but efficient balancing of the operatives, then high output you will get. So if you get the high output, obviously your production efficiency is going to become more. And in the second side, if you observe the production progress records, smooth flow is there, there is no delays or there is no WIPs or there is no much more WIPs. So smooth flow is there. In that case also you will get the production efficiency more in the department or in the production line. Okay, so this is one of the example how you will get the production efficiency become more. Okay, and the good quality is up to the supervisor and the operatives. So the good quality is up to the supervisor and the operatives. The quality control are there to help them. So the quality control is separate department to get good quality of the garments in the production line. So good quality is going to affect by the supervisor and by the operatives, as well as there are helping hands which are there to control the qualities. That is why we have a quality control departments in the every industry. Okay, so this is one more quotation, and you can see here the quality control reports and how the defects are going to be identified. So you can see that a small flow, the quality control reports are going to be identified, and from the quality control reports we are going to get some defects, and as well as note causes. We are going to note the causes, and for example if it is a new style we are noting down the causes, and if it is the past one, then past one means the old qualities, then we can know that what may be the defects are going to be occur. So the new qualities, we need to identify the cause and the defect, and both are together we are going to take, and fast feedback we are going to take, and supervisor discovers the cause and corrective actions or preventive actions or the actions to rectify the problems or causes, and supervisor note the difficulties and concentrate on particular difficult operations. So supervisor responsibility is, the first thing is from the feedback they are going to identify the difficult parts or difficult operations, and as well as they are going to see that what is the cause exactly happening, how it can be corrected, so or rectified. So both together the few defects will come, so the few defects are going to be identified, and the few defects, that whatever the difficult operations or defects are coming, so again the supervisor take care of that few faults or defects to overcome in the future. So that is going to be occur. This is the simple quality control flow which I have given here. And the operative skills, there are few other things also, like the responsibilities and duties of a supervisor. The operative skills also going to affect on the production. So we need to see that what is exactly the individual operative efficiencies. So how we can calculate the individual operative efficiencies? We are going to see, or we are going to monitor the particular person, and we are seeing that how many number of pieces are going to be produced by himself or by the operative, and we are going to compare with the standards. If it is like matching with the standards, the operative skills is very good, and if it is less or below the line, then we are going to give some training to the operatives, so that the further in the production line, the production efficiency is going to be should not be any loss in the production line. Okay, so that is there in the training place and the operative skills there. And there are clerical works also there, and welfare and other activities also be done by the supervisor. Here I have given supervisor checklist. You can see that the first one, that is manning, visual check of section, note absentees, allocate floaters. Like for example, directly if you are a production supervisor, you have to see that the line, and you have to see that all the operators are came or not, who are the absentees, you have to note down, and if the absentees are there, you have to allocate some people, or if you have less manpower, you need to stop the previous shift people. So if it is like a normal shift, then you have to manage the people in the department. Then they discuss the management if necessary. So for example, if the workers are not able to work in the particular place, or if the people are not came more absentees, in that case you have to intimate to the management. So what is exactly the drawback, or what is happened in the department. Then there is a daily book, that is second part. The daily book is nothing but, so we need to enter the totals in the book, like what is exactly the production reports like. So this is like a manual entry in the conventional process, but nowadays all is like in the system managed or electronic means. So all the operators are going to become in line, and exactly they'll scan the ID cards, so it will be automatically noting down how many number of workers are or operatives are came into the department. So along with that, they'll see that what is exactly the production efficiency or individual operative or operator efficiencies are there in the, like it can be noted down in the books, as well as it is going to be entered in the proper system or proper the computer, so that everyone can be seen that what is exactly happening and what is the efficiency of the production line. So individual operators efficiency if you got, so the complete production line efficiency you can observe directly. So these are the few things, like these 3 points I have given, that in the conventional mode of production process, how there are check coupon sheets, post coupon sheets, and enter totals in the book. So what is exactly the production, what is the efficiency, the manually they are going to calculate. But nowadays everything becomes systematic, and the regular checks also be there, hourly checks like balancing sheets, work in progress, plan ahead, more operators if required. For example, if the hourly checks like balance sheets are there, hourly check means hourly what is exactly the individual operator efficiency, so what is exactly the hourly efficiency of the line. Okay, we are going to see that, and along with that we are going to see, look after the work in progress, what are the bundle work in progress is, like cut components, how many in work in progress, whether the line is running smoothly or not, correctly or not, we need to identify, or we need to check hourly basis. And also we are going to check the quality of the garments at passing, key operations, learners. So all we are going to check, quality checks are going to be happened. So that is why in every line 1 or 2 quality checkers are going to be there, so that what will happen, So these people are going to monitor the quality aspects, whether the operator is correctly stitching or not, sieving or not. Okay, so this is the regular checks, and once in a day the manager round, like once in a day, like the managers are going to be see that the or monitor the lines, all the departments. Okay, and for example, if something is happened yesterday, so they are going to see that, or they are going to monitor what is exactly happened in the yesterday, and today what is the progress or what is happening today. So like that, there is a manager rounds daily once, and capacity checks also there, at least 2 operators per day, and concentrate on weak lines. So the concentration has to be taken care, or the weak lines are going to be taken care to improve the production or productivity. And the visit trainees, so once in a day you have to visit the trainees, so that where the training is taking place. So trainees, we need to see that whether they are working properly or they are taking the training correctly or not. So as per the quality concern, how they are training, how they are getting the training. So in the sections, if we have any trainers, we need to go to particular operator, and we need to see that how this trainer person is working in the production line, what is exactly the efficiency of the trainer is. Okay, for example, I told there are 40-50 operations, so simple operations are going to be given to the trainers. Okay, so if he is capable to producing or capable to give more production efficiency, then we can allocate, like improve the or increase the one things, like most very simple operations, somehow little bit complicated, like stepwise we have to allocate the work to the trainers, so that we can see that what is exactly the operator efficiency and how they become trainer to the good operator. Okay, and there are like a general TDNS work in places, and machines also look the signs of troubles developing, outstanding repairs if we have. So these are the daily checks. Okay, checklist it is, and timekeeping is one of the major thing. Condition of spare machines, late coming, inaccurate booking of off standard times. Okay, and we need to see that the meal breaks, so the break times, we need to see the operators whether they are coming in time or not. Okay, so all we have to see, and we have to time, or we have to give the particular time to the workers. Okay, and weekly we have to see that what is exactly the more like hourly basis, if the workers are working extra time, bonus, or we have to give the additional bonuses, or we can give the extra remuneration or extra wages to them. And the performance, we have to see up or down, comparison with capacity checks is going to be occur. And planning the new styles, work coming on to the section, manning required, targets, what are the targets, and supervisor sections also, like quality standards, total outputs and efficiencies, we need to check daily basis as well as the weekly basis. Okay, so this is exactly the duties and responsibilities of a supervisor or a manager in the apparel industry. Okay, so here I have given few things, and apart from these there are many many points, many activities are going to be done by the supervisor in the apparel industry, according to, like I told, factory to factory, industry to industry. These jobs or duties and responsibilities are going to be improved or varied, depends upon the factory and depends upon the company policies. Okay, so these are the duties and responsibilities of a supervisor. So we will discuss in the next class, or in the next section we are going to discuss about what is exactly the prototyping, or what is exactly the conversion of prototype to the bulk production. Okay, so till the next session, thanks for listening. Bye.